Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Paranormal Highway. I love talking to my family, my community, the best people that's on this planet, the most open minded people that are out there that's willing to listen, not to believe everything you hear, but willing to. That's a little echo because I didn't take the audio off my other channel. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about my camping trip. Not all the video footage is analyzed yet because I just got back yesterday, but I will show some fun footage of walking around the woods and all, that kind of stuff. So guys, what I'm going to say is get ready, pack up, put the belt on, put the keys in the car, or take the keys, turn your car, get on that paranormal highway, take a leak, go to the bathroom, get some popcorn, coffee, I don't know, get ready, strap in, because we are ready to take that ride on the paranormal highway. This is Bigfoot Tuesday. All right, let's get ready for this. I do want to say, hopefully, everything goes all right for Dina P. She lives in the hurricane area, so she's getting prepared for the hurricane, and hopefully everything goes well. Because we know, you can't predict nature. Nature, at the end of the day, nature always wins. But before we start, I got some video footages of my camping. Now, I have not yet analyzed my video, so I'm not gonna show you a lot because I just came back yesterday. I still got a lot to analyze. I will say that nothing, nothing, no real true activity, none of that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean after I look at the footages, there might be something in the bushes. Danny, once you start looking at the footage, but no howling, none of that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean there's not something on film. And that's the real work when you got to analyze the film, to look, Danny, you know all about it.
Yeah, I know that I'm the laziest person on earth. I watched the video once and then I put it up on YouTube and I let everybody else analyze it and let me know in the comments what they saw or what they thought, because I haven't really got time in my life to sit there and watch video over and over and over.
That's true. It's just I haven't downloaded anything from my Canon camera. Only footages you guys have seen on shorts are from my iPhone, because I want people to know where I went. There is zero internet service, nothing. So me to get my short up, we had to drive through town, like 45 minutes away, just to be able. My wife had to do some things, just to be able to upload some shorts real quick, do some response, then go back, and then lights out, because there is no internet. There's nothing. Could not go live. It just couldn't. So this is like there's a campground, but then there's off the campground where you gotta hike into a certain area, which we did and all that. So fun. But Danny, this might shock you, Danny. This might shock you. There's people out there think that we're even crazy, even thinking that Bigfoot, Sasquatch even exist. They think we're crazy to talk about this. But then, when I go through looking at what's on the news, nothing ever shocks me So
Is this the same people that believes in an invisible man in the sky who answers the prayers?
you know how sometimes when not the president speak, they have that lady who speaks for them. And some of these questions, like they think Bigfoot people are crazy, but I have to show you guys this clip. I'm not political, but some of the stuff that they think we're crazy. What did some of these questions even come from? You guys might enjoy this. You guys might enjoy this. Hold on. Let me get this bigger. You got to hear this. You got to hear this stupid question. Let me see. Can I get this wider? Can I get this bigger? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Hold on.
President Biden want to limit Americans to 2 beers a week.
Where is this coming from? Maybe I didn't miss you so much. Where is this coming from?
All right. Well, Dr. George Koob, who is the director of the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, says the U.S. may soon follow Canada and recommend just 2 beers a week. How do you guys think that's going to go?
Let me tell you what I'm not going to get involved in that question right there. I have.
You know, I'm sitting there like people think we're crazy, and there's questions like the president's going to limit 2 beers a week to a person. Listen, it doesn't matter who's president. Who in the right mind would believe? They don't believe us, but people will believe a story that a president would actually cut down to 2 beers to each citizen of America. That the economy would collapse. And you imagine, Dan, just imagine this. Imagine the president comes out. We're gonna ban just 2 beers a week in the beginning of football season. of all sports.
He could do that, and it would not affect my life. I don't really drink beer. I drink liquor because it's quicker.
But what if beer and liquor only 2 glasses a week?
Better be some 150 proof.
190. I mean, you want to start a civil war? You just started one. You know what I mean? You're not gonna.
Well, wait, see, they tried that. They tried that a long time ago, and it didn't work out. Everybody had a still, and alcohol kept flowing.
And the only reason I'm showing that, you know, people say we're crazy to talk about Bigfoot and Sasquatch, and they're believing stories about we're gonna combine America's is to drink 2 beers a week, and of course, right before football season. Yeah, right. Like you're right, Dan. I don't drink a lot every day because I'm by myself, but usually during the football games, I like to have some beers, and it's more than 2.
I'm one of the people. I drink a couple of mixed drinks at night before I go to bed. You know, usually around 11. If I'm doing a show, I might drink more if I'm doing a live stream or something. But for the most part, it's just a couple.
I want to say hi to Judy.
Judy.
Dogman Yukon is here. Paranormal Pixie, Jeanette, Bigfoot Anon is here. You know, Dina P. You know, I'm sure Dina P. and Connor. I'm sure they're getting ready for their hurricane, which is coming. And then before that, now guys, I'll show you some. These are fun videos. These aren't videos of Sasquatch coming out, but this is just what our campgrounds look like. If you haven't seen the short, just me walking around, you know, listening to some not stories, but like before we went to our camp spot, we talked to a ranger, like what are supposedly the stories you've heard, some hot spots. And he told me about this big log that they said that people have seen Bigfoot walk across. Can't confirm that, of course. You know, don't know, but again, you take everything with a grain of salt. So this is just me looking at the mountains where I was at. Hey, everybody. This is absolute Bigfoot country. This is Bigfoot country right here. There's that log I was talking about. Apparently, this right here, this log. This is a big fucking log.
A couple
This ain't no
rangers.
small log.
They didn't want to be on camera. I don't blame them. You know, they probably get fired. And they said that
they've heard stories that Bigfoot would come across from that side of the river to this side. I mean, they could walk across. This water's not deep, but they will walk across right there.
I think Bigfoot can get across there in one good stride, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And if anybody doesn't know where this is at, this is the Olympic
I know what you're
Mountains
thinking.
in
You could
Washington.
just walk right across from it. With my surgery leg,
You know, at certain times
Boy,
of the
my
year, that
luck.
water level might be higher.
I'll be right in
Yeah.
the water.
And if you guys didn't hear that part, what I was saying is I'm limited. This trip was also a test of how far can I do things since the surgery, you know? And of course, I couldn't do a whole lot because next morning when I woke up, the first day when I woke up in the morning, my leg was just sore, and I didn't do that like that dramatic of walking. So my idea of this kind of a Bigfoot investigation was I love camping by the river, right by the water. So if I can't go too much into the woods, I can, it's like the old days of hunting. You sit there and you kind of just let nature come to you, with your camera and just sit there and kind of do it. Because my leg's not there yet to be able to go way into the backwoods. It's not. The next day when I woke up, my leg was like hurting. But I'm gonna get there. It's just this was a good way of testing myself.
Sorry. Just walking down. Everybody's
I mean, these bushes
at the
are
camp.
just.
He's out there. He's out there. One story goes that another ranger woman said she heard a story that they saw a Bigfoot and a baby Sasquatch stand.
Again, can't verify, of course, if that's true, but a woman, park ranger, told me there's a rock that in the front of it looks like there's a mouth, and that's the rock that somebody saw.
Before you move on, take note that rock has what looks like a petroglyph of 3 pyramid structures on it, and it looks like somebody's deliberately tried to cut it and erase it. That is a strange looking rock.
I never, like I said, that's the part like about analyzing, actually start to really look at the structure and all that. Like I said, I got back yesterday, so I didn't have a whole lot of time. I couldn't even create the link until past midnight because unpacking is just so much you do, and all this footage here is actually off of my iPhone.
That could be
On that rock.
teepees.
Oh, somebody said
No kidding. Look at it. There's a
looks
lower
like
there's
two
a lower
Bigfoots in it.
triangle structure, an upper triangle structure, and a big triangle structure to the right. They could be considered pyramid structures, but they could also be considered a teepee
oh,
drawing.
you know what?
And if
Dog man,
it's
you
like
come in.
somebody has deliberately tried to mess that up.
Yeah, and look at the top part of the rock. That does look like a Sasquatch head.
Yeah.
Thrown into the rock. I didn't even notice that. And now you can see it right there.
You could have a giant Bigfoot petroglyph of a creature messing with an Indian village. That's the triangle structures. Because that triangle structure, you see that pyramid shape, that don't occur naturally in nature. Somebody had to put that there.
And bottom. And guess what, dog man? This is basically
Ask
one of my
the chat
first
if they
times.
agree with me.
And this is like my first time really watching this video because I haven't had time yet. That's why, I'll come out with another video during the week with some bigger ones. But let's just. But I
Now,
just,
again, these are stories. I can't prove those stories are real, or I can't prove that those stories are fake.
and guys, that
Oh.
point's true. I can't prove this real or fake. So it's
I've been gifted with an eye for detail.
Just zooming in. You never know, right?
and Dogman
gorgeous.
says, I take photos. I
So
notice
there he
these things.
is.
Yeah. And that's
There's
another
just
point.
so much
Other people might
room.
notice things that I didn't even see, that I'm not even picturing.
I know I see a lot more stuff in other people's videos than I do my own.
Yeah, you know what?
But I
would
got
love
some good stuff
to,
lately.
of course, get footage of a Sasquatch. Who wouldn't? But you can't beat Mother Nature, man. You just can't beat. You can't beat
This is beautiful
This
country.
just
I mean, it's just it was so
gorgeous.
peaceful. Nobody there, just you and the sounds of nature. There's nothing more about it.
It's just
Now,
gorgeous.
of course, I zoom in. You know,
Sometimes
just
you get a feeling, right? I feel.
hopefully to capture something in the background
There's
that
one.
I don't notice.
In there somewhere. I don't know. You know how sometimes you think so much and your mind's playing tricks on
Now, I am going to show you guys something that's not Bigfoot related. This is maybe more of an orb type of deal. That probably the only thing that we couldn't physically figure out, because out in that woods where there's nothing out there, me and my wife was walking and we saw this orange light. It looked like a sun, like going down to a part where it's orange. But the thing is, the sun wasn't there. The sun was at another position, and it wasn't the moon. The moon wasn't even up yet. We know where the moon rises and the sun rises and all that. And I even went back when I'll show you guys this. It might not look good on camera as you're there in person. The ranger said that somebody else from the camp spots where you park cars, the cars go into, we were where you had a camp where you walk to, where nobody is out there. So he said somebody else was saying they saw this orange light. So I don't know how it comes out on camera, but when my wife notices, then I took out my phone, because that's what I had at the time, and I filmed it. I don't know if you can see, it's like right
Hey everybody.
between the.
It's actually dark.
When you're there in
my phone
person?
actually puts a little more light to it.
It was a lot
But
brighter.
there's if you look right there, there's a light that just showed up. And the thing
And there's
is, it's
nothing
not
up
the
there,
moon,
according to
and
Rangers.
there's nothing
There's
up there.
nothing up
That's pure
there.
mountain. And there's a big light. And my wife spotted it down the road. We're walking a trail. And she said, "What's that light over there? It's not the moon."
Yeah,
So I don't
I'm
know
hoping
what that
maybe.
light is.
What time was this? What time did this happen? 9 o'clock, 10 p.m., late at night, or sunset?
It was later at night, because it was dark, but my iPhone made it look a little brighter. But I know the camera doesn't do a good job. That was way more orange.
You know what? Honestly, when I first started seeing the video and I was getting these big time Rimmelston Forest encounter vibes, the light in the woods, you know. You remember the forest encounter in England at the military base, right?
Yes.
It started out just like that, lights in the woods that they were investigating.
Yeah, and then, like I said, this cameras doesn't. I don't have fancy cameras, so it didn't.
Does anybody else notice that it kind of looks like where you pause it, like a swastika floating in the sky?
Right there, it
Just
does.
saying.
Let's see if I get a better shot at it.
Oh, but it's cool, right? It's cool.
Right.
I love it. Oh, I love camping. I love just sitting here and there you go, just Just waiting for the Bigfoot to cross.
I would say that's like the only
But it
thing
is
we
very
couldn't
cool.
like figure out, because there was, first of all, the state of Washington, all fires are banned right now. It's been banned for the last 2-3 weeks. You cannot have a fire. If you get caught with a fire, I don't know what they do, but you can't even have a fire. So that was a bummer. I understand why right now, because everything's so dry. I get it. You can only have gas stove, nothing that can leave an ash. So you could not camp with a fire. So that, and of course that's not a fire. And again, I asked, Ranger, is there a station up there? Is there something up there? And according to them, there's nothing up there. But he did say somebody else saw this light too. So take that with a grain of salt. The only thing I couldn't technically figure out, and I wish this camera would have caught it better, because it really was orange, kind of a reddish kind of a color.
When you use these cell phone cameras, you get a variety of different views than what you're actually seeing.
Yeah, and that's all I had. That's all I had too.
That's all I got. So everything I do is on camera phones.
Yeah, and I was glad how the camera made the darkness a little brighter in a way. I mean, that was kind of cool.
Oh, but it's cool, right?
But
that's one thing I like about my new phone is it makes everything at night look brighter.
I love just sitting here.
Yeah.
There you go. Just.
Not that it's helping me catch nothing on camera, but it does make things brighter.
But it's just very.
And then once we got to our destination, to our spots back, it was gone. It never came back for the rest of the night or nothing. It was there, then gone. So that was, to me, I thought that was, I guess you could say, the most interesting. Now, guys, I didn't have a babysitter for my dog, so I took my dog up there, and my dog loves the water, and we call the dog the Yeti when we're in the mountains, because she's white as a Yeti, but she loves the water. This is just a fun video.
Walking this trail.
Cool dog.
Fall in. We're just.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Snagged. Listen to it. It's just. So exciting. And we just keep going.
Where you at, Buck Creek?
Oh, God. Staircase.
Boy's dying for
river.
that.
Staircase river.
That looks a lot like the place in that Patty video. I swear it does.
Hold on.
And she's dragging me.
Hold on.
She's strong. She's like pushing me. Watch. She's like, hold on. Because
Hold on.
I can't walk that good.
So, Liza. Hold on, doggy. She doesn't understand that I have a surgical repair leg, right? I can't. No excuse.
And she doesn't know the current of the water. She's
no
like,
excuse
watch
at all.
when she gets in the water. This is, like I said, this is just fun. She goes.
Oh, she wants to go back in the water.
She goes right into the water.
Oh.
It's like, oh, there's current.
Come on. That water's too fast, isn't it? It is too fast, huh?
Did you think you saw something in the woods just now when you went up and started filming on the woods?
Hold on.
And I think I just trying to film everything. Did you see something in the background?
Well,
I don't know.
Laughing at us because of you.
Because I thought I saw something moving. I was looking real close, and you zoomed in right in the area like you saw it too. That's what made me think that. I'm always looking in the background of videos.
Yeah.
That's why I try to film, zoom, to really look at it later to see.
Just want that same
I
encounter
got this
that I
friend,
had as a kid,
named Brad. And Brad,
want to see our friend, our Bigfoot, one more time. One more time.
So when he's making a video, he'll make a smart
nice
ass remark
clear
about
shot.
not seeing a Bigfoot just to kind of needle at me. But I'm always looking in the background of his videos because he's in the woods in Vermont making videos every day. And you never know. And I say, you're going to see a Bigfoot one day. He'll make these Bigfoot remarks, like, well, I ain't saw Bigfoot today, but it's kind of a scab.
He's out there. Not again.
You can check him out at Green Mountain Metal Detector.
She goes right back in it.
She doesn't even care. It's early in the morning. That water's got to be cold.
It was really early in the
She's
morning.
psycho.
She didn't care.
She's a perfect dog, right? Oh, look at that big right there. Look how huge that is. Hold on. Are you in there? God, right there, doesn't it? I love it. Wow.
I don't know why. What I meant is just right there. I felt there was something there, but I can't prove it or nothing. You know, I don't know why. I felt like there's something there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You get that feeling.
You got one of them dark spots beside a tree, though, and you can tell where the tree is clearly that there's a dark spot beside it. Now, that could be anything. It could be a bear.
Oh, yeah.
It could be anything, but there is like I said earlier in this video, I thought I saw something moving right when you zoomed in. So you might want to redo everything real close.
Watch the black spots in the trees stand right out. Let's see.
See, that's what I mean. Put it on YouTube and let these people out here, let them scrutinize it. They'll point out things you never thought freaking possible.
What I probably do,
every video I put up, somebody points out something I missed.
What I probably do is, like, since I don't really do a show tomorrow, I mean, I'm going to do something on my other channel, my Gypsy Road channel. I'll take all these. I'll make one video. I'll just make one of it and put it out and let people just look at it and analyze it.
But what I found is you don't want to overload people's mind. Put it out in parts, like part 1, part 2, and do each part about 10 minutes or 12 minutes, and that way you get more videos out of it, and it's easier for the people to go back through that one clip because it's shorter.
Yeah. And then
the biggest problem people have is the long ass videos. It's hard to watch for an hour. I ain't gonna call out their names.
You know what? I don't like doing those either. I don't like doing those either. I don't.
There's a couple of people, and I love you guys, I really do. But when you put out these 75 fucking minute videos, and I'm having to sit there and watch them for 75 minutes, it's hard to. It winds up being 3 hours because you back up to see stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is.
So try to limit
me and my son.
People with short attention spans.
Oh, this right here, guys. This is just just me and my son just sitting in our chairs, just looking, you know, just me and him just talking, having fun. But best part about going on investigations and stuff, because like I said, my idea, since I can't do the type of walking yet, you know, we pick a spot where we were hoping it'll come to us, you know, with the water and river, because when we had our Bigfoot encounter as kids, it was next to Poison Meadows. So I always think they're around that water. They're around, you know, the food source. And there was a video I'm not going to show here. I put a video out where me and my son were watching. I was watching 2 deers just come out. Just beautiful nature.
We're just waiting for the Sasquatch to walk across.
Oh yeah.
We got a Yeti dog.
Luckiest video ever.
See, this river's a choke point. We've dammed everything else. The only thing you guys
walk on across
right here. Get through right here.
Yep. We got our shotgun turrets. You said the shotgun turrets, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because I
Yeah, at least leave them a jar of peanut butter or something.
Yeah, there.
There's like the mouth on that rock. Looks like there's a mouth there. And
You think the food trap's gonna work? That he's gonna come out and smell that food that we gave him?
Yeah. Oh wait, Dad. The dog's over here. Shouldn't the dog be in the food trap?
Oh, Eliza, come here. You're supposed to go in the food trap.
Yeah.
it's just my son joking around like we're gonna use our dog as a food trap. But you know we're not.
You're supposed to go into the food trap.
Yeah, Dad. The butter's going to make the dog look more appealing. Oh, that's okay. That's what affects the butter.
Did the Sasquatch visit you last night and play with your hair? No? No, I thought putting that certain kind of smell outside of your tent area is supposed to attract them. Didn't work?
No, well, I got this like weird guard dog outside, so I think they
You guys want to know what my son looks like? Hold on.
You know, I give you credit for having a sixth sense, because every time I'm watching and I think I see something, all of a sudden you zoom right in on the spot for it.
You know,
Like, what the heck?
when
How
I
do
get
you
my
do that?
camera, I always try to pin the forest and zoom in, you know, zoom out, because you don't know if you're gonna get something, you know, because
But it's like right at the time I look up and go, wow, that's a weird looking shadow. Then all of a sudden, there you go up and zoom in.
there's my. There's my cool son. Got his jacket. Got his hat.
Okay, if you say
Got our
that-
You didn't
hat.
say your son was one of the long
Sasquatch
riders.
break this dog's neck 'cause it's too big.
Oh yeah, my son's hair
Yeah.
goes to here.
And Sasquatch famously likes to kill its prey using neck snapping.
Your son dresses like a WWE character.
Zooming in, 'cause you never know. They could be hiding right behind a tree.
Right behind you.
They could be behind
Right
us.
behind you. Like, yeah.
It's like nobody's here with us. Nobody's out here. It's just us. I mean, except for the wife in the tent.
Yeah, how do you know that while we were
I
looking,
just-
Sasquatch tunneled underneath us and was about to strike any minute?
Hey, they got underground tunnels.
Yeah. You know, what if Hollow Earth theory is correct?
Don't fall off the cliff.
There's like a little dip, and she always gets close. Like,
So do you think she's
don't
got
fall
Sasquatch's
down.
scent?
I don't know. She's still missing hair on the side.
Yeah, she's got that. Anybody wants to know? My dog has that thing, especially in the summer, where hair actually falls out. It'll grow back in the winter, fall. I forgot what they call it. It's actually real known on English bulldogs to happen, where you can see it where hair falls out. What doesn't matter? Here's a character. Here's her character.
She was actually born with no hair right there. She's got whatever they call that certain thing.
I think she. I was like making fun because like I think she peed there.
Did she look at her own where she peed at? She look at her own pee. That's gross.
So you see a river. The rocks on the side of it are either to the north, to the east, to the west, or the south. That's just a fact. Hey, whoa, what are you getting me for?
Now, this last one I'll just have. Then I got a couple videos from Danny. What is? I don't even know what this one is. Oh, the
No.
dog again. Everywhere I go, she goes right
Every
back
time
into
she
another
comes
spot
down
of
here.
water.
But for Sasquatch, this dog thinks it's got to take a swim.
And then she'll go over there to the other water spot.
Doesn't.
Dog loves water.
Would you get out of the water?
Here's, God, it's just the country there. I mean, it's thick woods. It's just beautiful, beautiful country. It's one
My
of
dog
those.
hates water.
Not this, my
I have
dog.
to fight with her to get her to go out if it's raining.
Ali.
Not this dog. My dog, just any chance that dog gets, it goes right into the water. Look, and you didn't see it, but dog goes right back into the water. Just loves the water. Just.
My dog don't even like to pee on a wet ground. I'll take her out after it's rained, and she'll look at the wet grass, walk over and pee right in the middle of my driveway.
Yeah, and this is like.
I ain't going on that wet grass.
And then let me see here a second. Let me get that one off for a second. Oh, there's and then okay, hold on. Where is it? There was one. We are enjoying a ice cold bottle of Coke.
So Oliver, what year would you say our Coke bottle is for this Sasquatch trip?
Oh my God, where'd you get that ancient bottle?
Oh, you can buy those. They're made from Mexico for what?
You can't buy them out here.
Oh, these
Yeah, you can buy cases
ancient
of those
Coke
up here.
bottles, real
I
sugar.
hadn't seen one of them bottles
Medro.
since
They
1980s.
outlawed it. It was
See,
back in
if
1945.
Coca-Cola would sponsor us for these Bigfoot hunts, we could show this bottle on every show. Like this is our #1 drink.
Oh yeah, you fishing for that Coke sponsorship?
That's some Mexican bootleg Coke. Look at the label up there.
Why would Coke want to sponsor a couple guys like us? Ice cold.
Litro.
So delicious. Even a Sasquatch wants a Coke.
See, what we could do for Coca-Cola if they're a sponsor. If we ever get close to a Bigfoot, we'll make sure we'll hand Bigfoot a Coca-Cola. All they gotta do is sponsor the show, sponsor the trips, and we'll get Coca-Cola Company a Bigfoot with a nice cold bottle of Mexican Coke.
Mexican Coke.
Well, yeah, because you
Now
know.
I had a Slim Jim beside it.
Oh, my son loves Slim Jim. I have a Slim Jim. I actually put that short up right before the show. Maybe somebody from Coca-Cola like, hey, he's got an idea. Maybe the opportunity, maybe these crazy guys can get up close to a Bigfoot and hand them a bottle of Coke. We get those Coke here too. They're good. They're still use natural sugar. Yeah. Because most of America, in case people don't know, is because of the tariffs, it's too expensive for companies to use real sugar, so they use syrup sugar to save money because of the tariffs. So these are actually made in Mexico with sugar, and they get shipped over to Costco, to places with real sugar.
See, that's just the way they're killing the people on the West Coast. Because out here you can't get nothing like that. They don't exist on the East Coast, but on the West Coast they want to make sure you get diabetes and die.
Long Line the Bigfoot says he gets them. I thought he said that. Did it?
There goes your monetization on this video.
There goes your money. They should be thanking me, right? Paranormal Laura said, we get those Cokes here too. They're good. They still use.
Well, I'm the only one that can't find them. I ain't never seen them.
Yeah. Now this is the price of it. If you did want to buy them, to get 24 bottles at a Costco, it's like $35.99. But I know it is. But you know what? Like we only get the bottles like when we go camping. It's like a special treat in a way. You know what I mean? You're camping, you're out there, you're having fun. But like somebody said, there goes my monetization.
Wow. Why would that hurt monetization because you showed a Coca-Cola?
No, it don't unless Coca-Cola tells that they use one of our product without getting permission. So they could if it got reported, but we're not saying anything bad about Coke. We like good natural sugar compared to syrup sugar.
Hey, Coke's my favorite drink. I drank Coke Zero though.
Yeah, since the COVID thing, I love Pepsi bottles too, but they stopped making those because of the COVID thing, and then I heard Pepsi bottles supposed to be coming back too. So I don't know, but you can get Coke bottles right now, and like I said, $35.99 is a lot of money, but for a camping trip, it's just fun. It's just like, you know, my son's 18.
I spend way too much money on soda anyway. I really do.
So again, guys, I'll like Daily Dan said, I'll put out some of these on its own videos, like 7 minutes, 5 minutes, and I still got to go through. None of this footage is from my Canon camera. These are actually all from my phone. Now I will say this: I didn't get to look at all the footages on my camera. I haven't downloaded it yet, but the camera actually films better than the Canon. It really does. It's a lot more clearer. I'm looking through the screen of my Canon. I was like, that's a little fuzzy compared to this. So, you know, tomorrow I'll probably work on those a little bit more and all that. But I got a couple videos that Danny sent to me before the show because Danny actually sent me the video without even asking. I'm going, you know what, Danny, I don't really have anything super 100% planned because I haven't had a chance to break things out. He sent me the video. I go, hey, since you sent me these videos, Dan, jump on. We'll talk about it. And he says, sure, no problem. So this is the first video that Danny, this is the first one you sent me in a text this morning. The first picture shows a monkey on the front.
Okay, well, what this is from an old documentary from 1974. And it's presented as a real video. This really happened. This is what I filmed. And it's a guy who actually says he shot Bigfoot. And it shows Bigfoot getting shot and going down on the video. Like I said, my jury's still out on whether it's real. A lot of people think it's real. A bunch of people think it was faked back in the day. But if it's real, it's comparable to the Patterson Gimlin film for actually showing a Bigfoot. But some people totally don't like it and they think it's totally fake. But it was from a documentary back in 1974, and at the time it was presented as a real video.
We're going to take a look at it. I just went real quick. Dogman uses a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra Class Night Vision and 200 zoom. And you know what, Dogman? Even my iPhone took the night shots way better than my Canon. And those Canons, you know, they're supposed to be the better cameras. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll have to check and see when I download the stuff.
It's 23. That's my next phone.
Let's take a
Love
look.
this
You are
Samsung.
about to see is supposedly a real video of the man who shot Bigfoot. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is real.
In June 1981, my wife Peggy and I was out searching for Bigfoot tracks in Northern California. As we walked across the clearing, carrying a camera in my right hand and a rifle over my shoulder, my wife carried a Bolex movie camera, just like one I was carrying. And all of a sudden, we heard a gunning sound coming from out of the brush. I told my wife, here, hold this camera because I think we have a bear coming. When I first saw the beast charging at me out of the brush like a grizzly bear, my first impulse was to shoot in self-defense. My wife photographed the entire incident until her camera ran out of film.
Did it fall
Then when she
down?
switched cameras, the beast charged at
You
me
got
one
shot.
more time, and I shot.
Oh.
And then it went down. As we run around so we get a better look at the creature, I had to shoot one more time to discourage because it looked right straight at us, and I did not want to kill this thing. And as I watched it drag off into the brush, I did not fire anymore. But then, as the creature surprisingly raised up and began racing off through the timber, I fired 3 more shots in this close proximity just to scare the thing away. Then my wife spotted the creature, just turned to look at us, and then went over the hill. I just stood there, my wife said, what are we going to do? I said, let's get out here, let's run. Because I don't want this thing coming back. I don't want to have to kill this creature. So immediately, we run as fast as we could, back to where we had dropped a lot of our camping gear, back to our pickup, and went home.
You know, when I first saw that video, the first thing that popped in my mind is this can't be real. But it was I was seeing it live for the first time on a live stream I was doing, because I'd only watched 25 minutes of the documentary when I decided I was just going to play it on my show that night. And then I saw this, and I went back and watched it a couple of times, and a couple of things that really got me was, like, if you look when it's going up the hill at the arm length, if you straighten them arms out, them arms will be down below the knees. Now, that's kind of weird. And also, when it stops and looks back, you don't see a normal head looking back at the camera at the top of the hill. You see a freaking big cone head. And who would think about that back in 1974? So there's a couple of things in this video that are really interesting. People say, why didn't it turn around and run straight back out in the woods? Well, sometimes if you get shot and it knocks you down, you might be slightly disorientated. That's why you would run a different way than you normally would or something. So there's lots of ways to explain this as a possible real video. But I'll let the people decide.
I always say, like anything in life, unless we're there, nothing is 100% unless we're there. So the videos we don't think they're real probably are real, and the videos that we think they're real are probably the ones that are not.
But if it's real, it's comparable to the Patterson Gimlin film, is you can actually see a creature, you can see it get shot, you can see it go down, you can see it walking in the woods and up and over a hill.
Now this one I noticed. Now this one is a lot slimmer than the one on the Grillman. Because let me look at it again. Because when he's running,
and that's another thing that caught my eye is about 3 years ago, I was in the woods and actually saw a Bigfoot creature. I saw a hairy creature in the woods, right? Now, this was my second time seeing one. I saw one back when I was 11, but that's when I was a kid. In recent times, about 3 years ago, I saw a creature up close and personal, 50 yards away. And it didn't look like the Patterson Gimlin film. It looked like a basketball player covered in hair. It was tall. It was skinny. It was slanky. It looked more like this. So, once again,
well, at the end of the day, all Bigfoot doesn't have to be exactly all one size. I mean, we're all different sizes. Some are bigger, slimmer, taller, shorter. So not all Bigfoot's going to be identical like the Gilmer. There's going to be, the Bigfoot that we saw as a kid look a little bit different than the Patterson footage. Our Bigfoot was a little bit more hairier than that one and a lot lighter brown color versus that one. So it doesn't exactly mean all Bigfoot's going to look exactly the same. They all
on top of that,
different.
the Patterson-Gimlin film is supposedly of a female, with the big breast and the wider birthing frame, where I would think a male Sasquatch might not be proportionately like that. It might be smaller and more agile and not have birthing hips and large breast and not look quite so big.
Yep. Sasquatch America. He was on my channel. I don't remember, maybe a year ago. They're great people. I saw him speak when they were at the Yakima conference. I still remember going to the Yakima conference at the Indian casino because my buddy who went with us was like, okay, let's go get a drink. So he's going down there, like, where's the bars? And he couldn't find a bar. And he goes up to a worker, where can I get a drink at? Oh, this is a dry county. And my friend was like, you saw his face. His face just went almost white, like, what? It's a dry county? He couldn't believe it. Oh, I'm at a casino hotel and I can't even have an alcohol. You go, you have to drive me to a town that buy it and you have to sneak it in because you're not even supposed to sneak it in. But we had to leave the town, leave the casino, leave the conference for a little bit, go buy alcohol from and come back. It's just seeing his face when they said it's a dry county. You can't have alcohol. There is actually another Bigfoot conference for anybody who lives in Washington. There's a town called Ocean Shores. It's only like an hour and a half where I live. In November, they're going to be having another Bigfoot conference up there that I'll probably go up there. And again, of course, I emailed them, say, hey, can I be part of it? And they don't, for whatever reason, they don't respond to me. They don't respond.
That's because you email them. You need to track them down in person and get in their face. Talk to them about it eye to eye.
It's like, guys, trust me. You give me in front of that crowd. You give me that microphone. I'll get it going. Now, this is the second video that Danny sent me this morning. This one is about a footprint. You want to say anything about it?
This is something I actually caught on one of my videos. You can see them on the Daily Damn blog. Judy.
All right. Let's take a look. Oh, hold on. Long Island Bigfoot. Sasquatch America has the coolest Bigfoot vehicle on Earth. Yes, he does. Oh my God, the vehicle is awesome. He made his vehicle ready for camping, and it just has everything. You are so right, Mike. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look right there. Look at that high arch. Look at that toe over to the side of that about 8-foot track. It's not a big one though. My foot's much bigger. That's a little foot.
What's interesting is when I look at the shape right here, it's like his foot goes like real angle into his foot.
That part right there from the top of the big toe back where you see like the white spot, I'm assuming that's from a really high arch.
Yeah.
But the thing about this track was it wasn't as big as my foot. I'm a 12. It was probably a 9. But here's the thing. If you watch the video back, this is the day after I had weird activity with a ball showing up and then a ball disappeared. And you just have to watch the whole 3 videos in a row because I had weird stuff happening. And first I was shooting a video because I'd heard something. And then I heard weird noises. When I went back up into the yard from where I heard the noises, there was a big blue ball appeared in my yard. Out of nowhere. And it really freaked me out. The next morning, the big blue ball was gone. And I never found the blue ball. It just appeared. It was there for a little while, and then it vanished. But on the way, doing a perimeter check, I found this footprint heading out of the area. Now, this footprint was only 9 inches maybe, and I'm a 12. It's way smaller than my foot, right? But I'm a big guy that weighs 268 pounds. When I stood beside this track to measure it to my foot didn't go down in the ground at all, maybe a quarter of an inch. I couldn't even leave a good track. Whatever made this track was so heavy, it went down 2.5 inches into that hard compressed dirt.
Was there like any other semi footprint near that
Well,
one?
you can tell where it stepped here, and then it stepped way the hell over here, and then jumped a retaining ditch. And you can see some area where it lands in a retaining ditch on the other side. But that was the only clear because it was hard packed ground, and that was the only place that it went down into the ground. But it's a definite clear footprint, and it's probably one of the better ones I've ever seen.
And this area,
I hate the fact that it was a juvenile and much smaller.
and this area, you've probably been through, been there a lot. Was there ever anything else in that area that you have noticed before, like sounds or?
Oh yeah, I've gotten lots of footprints and lots of sounds, and this is 150 yards from my house, right by the Indian burial ground that they've been tearing up. This is stuff that's been happening right here around my area, right here where I live.
That's one hell. Oh, hold on. What
weird stuff?
I read the wrong one. What does he say here? The tribe says everywhere Bigfoot goes, light follows. And here's our friend on the channel, my friend, your friend. Here's a Long Island Bigfoot's channel. He's got one that says trust your gut. Let's see what message he tells us.
Today's morning motivational live stream is brought to you by Long Island Bigfoot. And everybody in the chat.
And I noticed where he's camping at, he must get good internet service. Like where I'm at, my internet service, there's none.
I've used some weird shit to catch fish, man. Let me see what's going on here.
He must get a good signal. He was on 4 hours last night. I watched him burn a fire forever.
Yeah, I'm like, I was watching him this morning. I'm like, wow, how lucky, not lucky, but to get good service where he's at.
I think he's camped out under a cell tower.
His nest was stealing my.
He camps underneath a cell phone. That'd be cool. He's got his gasoline. Oh man,
that was the coolest part. Boy, he doused the fire that blazed up. You can see a half mile out through the woods when he did it.
Yeah, hold on. Let's go back to it. Oh, hold on. Where was it? I thought it was here.
Just look for the big flash.
I'm not gonna find it now. Oh, because there's the fire. We want to see him catch things on fire. Is that it?
Oh no.
Whoa. Hold on. What is he doing there? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see what he does here. That crazy son of a bitch.
Hey, you see my comment on his stream?
Oh, I wish you would find that one noise, a bug, and step on it.
In case he was bored.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that's only that's the only thing negative I could say about my trip was that you couldn't have a fire. And I get it. I get it. I mean, it's dry, and you didn't really see it in my videos, but there was smoke coming from Canada coming down and all that, and it is what it is. But it's just camping is not camping without that fire. So my goal is that the spot that we were camping, we're going to continue to keep going to that spot on purpose, because my theory is, and Danny, this is just a theory, that I feel that part of the reason that we had our encounter with the Bigfoot as kids, because we camp at the same spot every year throughout the year, not just during hunting season, just throughout the year. And I feel that they knew us and we knew them in a way. So my idea to take that same idea to go to the exact same spot. So So it's for the Sasquatch to get used to myself, get used to my son. You know what I mean? Like get used to us. So maybe we get that lucky chance that, I don't know, he wants to say hi somehow to us. I mean, I don't know if that's a crazy theory or not, but I feel that's part of the reason why we got to see a Bigfoot, because they know us. And I think a lot of reasons you hear sounds because it's in the area that you're in a lot. And they kind of know you, that they know you're not there to harm them. Unless one attacks you, that's different. And all that, so. And guys, and there's going to be more. Like I said, I got to analyze the camera stuff. I haven't even downloaded it. So, and I'm going to do exactly what Danny said, put 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there and just drop it and let other people, like you said, Danny, like some people got those eyes that can see something in the background that you're not seeing. Like how many times have we seen a Long Island Bigfoot video where he saw something in the black? I wouldn't even know to take the frame and make it wider. Exactly. And I bet you Dogman can take my footage and really.
I try to keep everything on my Bigfoot stuff, no matter what's going on, to around 10 minutes. I will deliberately stop it and then start it right back up to keep it to 10 minutes. Or in that general area, except for the comic book stuff, it tends to run a little bit longer sometimes, but nobody watches it anyway, so it don't really matter.
And at the end of the day, everybody in Florida, you know, I know you guys are used to hurricanes, but we all know that no matter what, nature wins. Whatever you do, nature can win. And let's hope that this time that there is no winning. Just the hurricane comes in and leaves without damages and stuff.
Yeah, don't hold your breath on that one, but
yeah, because Dan, where you live, you probably get not hurricanes, but tornadoes, right?
Very rarely. I live in the butthole of the universe where nothing really ever happens important or eventful. You know, it always happens near here, but never quite here. Nothing hardly ever happens here where I live. Like this big hurricane that's coming, it's going to blow through Florida. It's going to tear up Georgia, and it's going to go right up the coast. And they say we'll be lucky we get any rain, you know. But it is storming today, and it's cloudy here.
Beyond that, guys, I'll be back on Thursday. I will be on tomorrow on my other channel. My other channel on branded called Gypsy Road, and that's just going to be more of a laid back type of deal. There's not even really full structure on that kind of a show, but I'll be back Thursday with the paranormal show, and then Friday, Dr. Wu and Ron Cosmic Neighbors. We're going to talk about a lot of people might have heard of the Next Computer, but maybe not realize how the Next Computer really changed animation. It changed things that people might not even know too much about the history of the Next Computer that was made by Steve Jobs when he got fired from Disney. So that's Friday. But beyond that, I want everybody to have a good day. And Danny, are you coming? Are you going to do one of your live music things tonight?
No, I'm 50-50 on the show tonight, but I probably will do one. So I don't know what it's going to be, but probably some music, like you said. But it is Tuesday night.
And people, Danny always finds the perfect music somehow. I'm like, where does he find this music? And he finds it, and they're awesome. And
I got a bunch of new stuff I dug up, but some people ain't gonna think it's too cool. But
beyond that, we'll see you guys next time.
Happy trails
on the Paranormal Highway.